Good morning and welcome back to TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Just trying to get my camera straight here. Welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tracy and I am a channeler. I read energy, not just tarot, but actual energy. And I basically mostly do relationship content for Ascension. So twin flame, sacred, soulmate, etc. Or very spiritual stuff. So most of my video content has to do with awakening and ascending. And yes, a lot of us are doing that through a partner or a high-level soulmate twin flame. So today's reading is, excuse me, a mystery reading. My allergies have got my throat a little hoarse today, so please bear with me. If you like my content, if this resonates with you, if you feel like you've been on a spiritual awakening journey, then welcome in. Consider hitting the subscribe to join the tribe over here. And if you are new and you like it, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment so we can all welcome you and say hello. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. You guys truly are the backbone of my content, my channel, and my mission. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, today's reading is a pick-a-pile reading, and it's a mystery reading. I like to do these once a week because I don't like always telling Spirit, what topics we want to talk about. I want Spirit to guide the people that need to see it to the reading, and I want the reading to be whatever they need to hear. And so I'm leaving the energy open for Spirit to bring the messages that you need to hear for the people who need to hear it. So we're going to get into it. If you'd like to book a personal reading, everything you need is in the description box below. There's also ways to join my Patreon, and there's ways to get a free reading if you make a donation through my Amazon wish list. Make sure you send a gift certificate, or I'm sorry, not a gift certificate. I'm not fully awake yet. Give me my coffee. A gift receipt with one question or one topic in your email so that I can do a free 15-minute one topic, one question reading for a thank you. I am so not with it today, guys. And you know what? I don't edit. I don't fix things. I just go with the flow. I'm not here to impress. I'm just here to help people on their journey. All right, we'll get some coffee in me. I'll quit messing everything up. Remember, these are general readings. I don't know what's going to come out. I don't know if it's going to be about relationship, job, your own personal growth, spiritual ascension. We're just going to let Spirit decide. All right, so pile number 1 is black tourmaline. Pile number 2 is rainbow. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is today. It's the day after a full moon and my mind is just drawing blanks. Rainbow fluorite. Thank you, Spirit. And last but not least is a real authentic arrowhead that we found in West Virginia. Me and Jesse. So take a moment, use your intuition, and we will get into your reading. For those of you that chose pile number 1 with the black tourmaline is very grounding and it's also very protective. So if you're an empath or if you're somebody that collects energy off of other people, negative or positive, black tourmaline is always a return to sender stone. And so if somebody's sending you love and light, they're going to get love and light back. And if somebody is sending you, you know, the evil eye or whatever, negative energy, even if they're not doing it intentionally, then it will mirror that back to them as well. So I don't know if that has anything to do with your reading. We're going to find out. Let's get into it. All right. We have Master number 99 with compassion. Confusion, up in the air and scattered. And we have abundance. Wow, there's a bunch going on with you guys. So this so far isn't following one particular topic. It feels like it's going to be a very well-rounded reading for you. We have stagnation. Oh, we have screenplay. The stand-up. So you guys are my creators, creatives. Your tarot is the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hanged Man. All right. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. I need to look in the camera and see if I got you guys in view or if we're out of view here. Let's move that down just a tiny bit. Excuse me. All right. These are going to be your advice cards. So basically, there's something that you are putting off. Stagnation. When you feel stuck, let go and refocus until the answer comes. And we do have the Hanged Man. Now we've got screenplay and stand-up. Now that doesn't mean that you're a comedian. It doesn't mean that you're a writer. What it means is there's something creative that you are not acting on. You're not taking any kind of action, and you're kind of stuck. We have stagnation. We have taking time to reflect. We have the Hanged Man. We have confusion. So compassion, it could be that, you know, you're holding off because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You don't want to step on somebody's toes. You don't want to outshine somebody. But there's a real opportunity here. It's funny, we got up in the air and scattered, and we've got the Hanged Man up in the air. So, I mean, it's a general reading. It's going to be a different topic for each of you. But it feels to me like there's something you're meant to be doing, that Spirit's been motivating you to do. Whether it's, you know, make a phone call or start a new job or write that book or step out into the limelight somehow. Whatever it is, there's abundance here with the Wheel of Fortune that is absolutely meant to be yours. But in order to have it, you have to take some kind of action. I mean, the Emperor does not stagnate. He just doesn't. He gets up and he makes the hard decisions and he does the hard work, and he's a leader. So like I said, this is going to be different for each of you. I mean, it could be about writing that book. It could be about creating that website. It could be about, you know, entrepreneurship. It could be about just putting yourself out there in some way. But I do see that you're confused and that there's this need for you to reflect. But I think what Spirit's trying to tell you is that, you know, there's an opportunity here. And that opportunity might have a time limit. It might have an expiration date. Which is, you know, I always say what's meant for you will always find you. But what happens when it finds you and you avoid it? Well, then you miss an opportunity. So there's an element of timing. There's an element of abundance. And compassion is going to fit in different ways for different people. You know, maybe if you succeed at something or if you take action on something, it could possibly hurt somebody else's feelings, or it could make other people feel uncomfortable, or it might make other people have to reflect on their own behavior, on their own productivity is what I'm hearing for somebody. You know, maybe you got people around you that aren't hard workers and they get mad at you. You know, I worked in a factory once, and in this factory, you could climb the ladder really quickly and get incentive pays. But in order to do so, you had to really kind of step up your game and put out a lot of product. Well, there were other people who would get angry if you stepped up your game, because there's a lot of team stuff, you know. So if I was running a press and somebody was behind me having to clean and pack the parts that I was hammering out, they sometimes would get angry because I would produce so much that it made them have to work harder. And a lot of them didn't seem to care about the incentive pay. And I'm not saying that that's what's happening here. I'm just, you know, using a point of reference that Spirit brought to my mind for comparison. So there's something here that you kind of realize you should be doing. And there's an opportunity to really kind of get some kind of payment for it. It doesn't have to be money. It could just be, you know, the universe pays us in love and joy, and abundance isn't just money. But today's mystery reading for you is that whether it's writing or career moves or putting yourself out in the limelight or just taking risks in general, there seems to be an element of not really knowing how or knowing when, or there's a timing thing. But if it's a when thing, I would say the when is now. The when is now, because it's part of your destiny. Look at all the major arcanas. It's all majors for you this week. So, you know, you need to take action. The time is right. And if there's something you need to see differently, then you need to take a moment to reflect and see it differently. But it seems to come with some sort of a expiration date. It's like divine timing. The time is now, the time is now, the time is now. And so if you're confused, if you're thinking, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, then that's where we start asking Spirit for signs, right? I always give Spirit assignments to sign to me. Like I'll say, listen, if you want me to do this, I want to see a hawk today, you know, a live hawk. Or if this is meant for me, I would like to see a yellow rose blossoming somewhere, or I'd like to see butterflies. Just, you know, whatever resonates with you, but Spirit will speak to you if you ask. And meditation probably would help too, with the take time to reflect. So Yeah, there's something creative here, it feels like, that could make you a lot of money, could put you in the limelight, could benefit you. And I'm not real sure what the compassion is. Compassion could be for self. If you like to self-sabotage, if you talk bad to yourself and say, nobody's going to like it, I'll never succeed, why would I do that, blah, blah, blah. Spirit's saying you need to have compassion for yourself as well as others. And, you know, never let compassion for others prevent you from shining. Because everybody, God gifted everybody with their own talents, their own measure is what I'm hearing, their own measure. And so you deserve your measure as much as other people deserve theirs. And so don't allow other people to dim your light, and don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. This is about what is meant for you and you actually claiming it. So whatever it is you feel inspired by Spirit to do that you've been procrastinating, I would say that's what Spirit is saying your mystery reading is this week, is it's time to act on it, right? There is time. It's not like the time is now, the time is now, the time is now. Because we've got here, let go. If you feel stuck, let go and refocus. And we have reflect. And we have Hanged Man as your last card. So you have time to look at it. You have time to reflect upon it. But it is going to create some kind of abundance and really put you in a place of receiving. I would say don't wait too long. I would say take the time you need, but ask for a sign. And when that sign appears, then it's time to stop procrastinating. Then it's time to actually take action. So let's get you your advice. We have unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think. That's what I think is holding you back too, is doubt, maybe fear of putting yourself out there. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. I mean, that stands alone, guys. It's exactly what I was channeling. You know, you are an unlimited creative being, and there's something here. You've got a gift or a talent, something that you should absolutely be creating and acting on. And if you need clarity, then don't be afraid to ask, because Spirit is here for you. And then we have priorities. You understand the paramount importance of manifesting love in all situations. You know, priorities tells me that maybe you're procrastinating. You know, I'm terrible about getting up in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and sitting on my butt till 9 or 10 before making my videos. And I don't know why, but I do it every day. And I tell myself, I'm not going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to get up, make a cup of coffee, sit at the table, get to creating, get to moving things. And yet I sit at that couch and I scroll and I waste time. And I'm not sure why I do it, but I do. And maybe you do too. And if you do, then Spirit's saying, listen, use that time wisely to become creative. Make lists, write down goals, ask yourself what you'd like to accomplish for the day. Maybe do some meditating and ask for inspiration for action. Instead of wasting your time on Facebook or, YouTube like I do. So this has been your mystery message for this week, guys. It's time for you to start thinking about what you want, why you want it, what you're going to do with it, and how can you maybe even monetize it to benefit you. All right? And if it's just about putting yourself out there, then don't be afraid to take chances, because it's those very chances that bring you the kind of outcome that you think you can't have. It's really quite amazing how we do that, to be honest. We procrastinate thinking that we can't have it, and then the moment we start doing, we get it. And then we're like, oh, that was easier than I thought it would be. All right, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, everything you need to do so is in the description box below. We're going to move on now to pile number 2. Pile number 2, if you picked this raw rainbow fluorite, then this is your reading. Thank you for being here. My kitties always got to be in the middle of our readings. Oh, another master number, 22, with intuition. Picture perfect, new path, the unknown. Protection. Perspective. Seeing from a higher perspective can help you see the situation in a new light. The vomiting Cupid. Oh, and the sack of crap. Yeah, I don't know if it's crap, but I always, when I see this, because the stinky stuff coming off it, it's like garbage, right? It's old, it's been patched. Something you've been carrying around that's toxic, stinky, wasteful. And with the vomiting Cupid, it could be your perspective on relationships, or it could be an actual relationship where you just, you know, are in a toxic relationship and you just aren't real happy about it. Your tarot is the Knight of Wands. I'm going to put him here. With the Four of Wands, see, I told you it's probably relationship related. And the Knight of Cups. And your last card is Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. All right, so I'm getting, and this feels like old energy to me. It feels like somebody I've read for in the collective before, and you're still dealing with this. It kind of feels like there is this energy of taking a chance. I think you've been hurt in relationships with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is sometimes the player energy, right? It's people that love bomb you, and they, you know, you meet them and it's so exciting, and they make a lot of empty promises, and they're there to get what they want because it's exciting and new and fresh. And then as soon as it starts becoming a bit committed or a bit redundant, they lose interest and they move on. But we've got the Four of Wands and Knight of Cups here. And I think that for some of you, it's you need to leave one situation so that something that's meant for you, because the Four of Wands is a union card, it's a marriage card, it's a celebratory card. And there's, I don't know why, but there was a reason why I wanted to put the Knight of Wands up here and put the other tarot down here. And so I read energy, and when I do stuff, there's usually meaning behind it. So I'm feeling like this is either a person you're currently with that is a bit toxic. With the vomiting Cupid, it's like you're tired of something. It's not fresh and exciting. It's not as good as it used to be. Or you have a type, and that type is not serving you. But what I see is something fresh and new that wants to come in. I don't don't know what that noise was. Probably a squirrel dropping something on my roof. But that was kind of cool. Maybe you're getting a message. Maybe. So I'm really getting this energy, whether it's a person you're still connecting with that is toxic, and you've about had it with, you know, because the puking Cupid is like, oh my God, one more time, one more apology, one more, just it just feels repetitive and nauseating. And so this could be somebody from your past or somebody that you're currently engaging with that you keep thinking they're going to change, they're going to make it better, they're going to show up different. And I don't know, to be honest. It feels like you'll know. Like you're not trusting your intuition in this situation, because we have trust in the unknown, we have protection, we have the unknown, the word the unknown twice. We have picture perfect, new path, see, with the Four of Wands and this Knight of Cups. And so whether this is somebody that you're dealing with that is about to level up or is capable of leveling up, you'll know. Whatever it is, you'll know. So whether you need to leave somebody behind so somebody fresh can come in, you're going to know. Whether you are wondering if you should give somebody from the past a fresh new start and their behavior wasn't really very good in the past, then again, it's trust in the unknown. It's taking chances. It's trusting your intuition, knowing that you're divinely protected. Like if you do give it an honest go, you'll know within probably hours, if not days, you'll know whether or not this person is going to repeat the old patterns or if they've actually changed. And if this is somebody brand new coming into your life and you're holding them accountable for past lovers' behaviors, if you're saying, oh, I can't do it again, I'm feeling nauseated by all the repetitive, you know, dating apps, and it's like they're all sucky. Spirit's saying, no, they aren't all sucky. You have to see something from a higher perspective so you can see a situation in a new light. And so it feels like the situation is your dating or your love life or your relationship patterns. And so this is about being divinely protected. And we've got the eagle too. That's a higher perspective, right? It's seeing things from the bigger picture, not from the small view. So I really don't know if this is going to be a current person who is stepping up and finally making the changes they're supposed to, or if this is somebody from the past that's coming in, returning, and you don't know if you can trust it, if you're feeling like you should shut it down immediately, or if this is, you know, you've got to out with the old, you got to dump one to have another, or change your point of view about relationships to have a good one. Whatever it is, because it's a general reading. If you want a private reading, you know how to get one, right? But in general, this is about changing your mindset, giving somebody a genuine opportunity, seeing things from the bigger picture, and trusting your intuition, because what is unknown to you with your eyes will be known to you through your third eye, from the higher perspective. You're going to know. You're going to know if they're toxic. You're going to know if they've changed. You're going to know if you're repeating an old pattern. You're going to know. And you're so divinely guided and protected. All you need to do is really give something a chance. See a situation in a new light. It could be an old situation returning that has changed. Or it could just be seeing your patterns for what they are. You know, why do you keep attracting players and, you know, people who dash in and dash out or whatever? If you really sit with this, you're going to know. And it feels fresh. It feels like either a person has changed, a situation has changed, it's new, or you've changed and you're smarter, you see things from the bigger picture, you kind of have perspective on things that you didn't have before. And so now you can absolutely see the red flags when they appear. And that's what Spirit's saying. You know, you can't shut yourself off from relationships for the rest of your life because you had some crappy ones. You've got to do the inner work, the inner healing. You got to look at yourself. You got to look at others. You got to kind of figure out what the pattern is and why you have the pattern. And then once you figure it out, Spirit's like, there's this fresh new opportunity for you to trust in the unknown, for you to walk a new path with a new person or a renewed person. And it looks very promising with the Knight of Cups and Four of Wands. So that's your message. That's your mystery message, is that, you know, you'll know. You don't have to sit in fear of being duped again because something has become shown to you or will be shown to you so that you will see it for what it is and be able to take the right action. And in order to do that, you kind of have to trust in the unknown. It feels like fool energy, you know, taking a risk. So we have doing our best. We are all doing our best with the understanding and awareness we have in this moment. Any decision I take is okay, no matter the outcome. I make the best of any situation and learn as I go. Again, you can't give up on a past, or you can't give up on a future because of a past. This is about do your best in every relationship and learn from the patterns, right? When you see the writing on the wall, then you thank the universe for showing it to you. Thank God for the protection and the newness, right? Just do your best. Other people, possibly this person, is going to do their best too. And you can make the best of any situation. If it's toxic, then you put up a boundary and you create change. And sometimes the change is walking away, and sometimes it's, you know, speaking your needs, having a very important conversation about what doesn't work for you versus what would. And we have evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. Again, it really feels to me like all your past experiences have taught you something. You've evolved. You're being asked by Spirit to not give up, to take what you've learned and use it moving forward to create something much better. And something much better is really here or coming real soon for you. And your mystery message is don't be afraid to take a risk. You'll know if you should stay or go. You'll know if it's good or bad. You'll know because you're divinely protected and your third eye is wide open and your intuition is on par. Trust it. Get out of your head and into your gut, your intuition, your heart, right? The compass is always there. It's whether or not you choose to follow it. And so I see great potential for you, especially in new relationships or a renewed relationship. I always say, you know, if you're going to revisit the past, make sure you revisit it with your current eyes, your wisdom that you learned from the experiences of the past. Make sure you're leaning on that wisdom when you're making new connections, making new decisions. But don't stagnate and refuse to do anything or date anybody or trust anybody, because, you know, one bad apple shouldn't ruin the bushel. So something very beautiful is becoming available to you. Some of you will have to clear your energy field. You'll have to get rid of old memory, or, you know, old people. You might be in a toxic relationship that you need to walk away from in order to have a new one. But you already know. It's like you already know. Intuition's here. Trust in the unknown. Take a risk. Take a chance. If this is about leaving somebody, then leave them. If your intuition has been telling you for a long time that they're toxic and bring a lot of garbage and nauseating feelings, then, you know, that's a huge red flag. And maybe it's time you act on that. If this is somebody new that's coming in, you might think, well, everybody's going to be nauseating. Everybody's going to be toxic. Everybody always has been. It's like, I don't choose well when it comes to relationships. Spirit's saying, well, that was the old you. You're divinely protected, and your third eye, your compass has been redirected. And if it's somebody returning and they come in a good energy and you can feel it and you see it, but you don't know if you can trust it, Spirit's like, your intuition is going to let you know. You don't have to worry. You're very protected. Okay? The unknown, you can't know everything. You're not going to be able, your intuition will guide you, but it's not going to show you the outcome. And if it does, you better trust it. All right, that's your reading for my pile number 2s. It's like you're gonna know. Just trust that you will know. Don't go until you know. And when you know, don't be afraid to take risks. If it's something that feels right. You know what? I'm hearing somebody, because I'm very clairaudient, and I'm hearing, I always thought it felt right. It always feels right. And then it never is. And I always get hurt. And, you know, I want to tell you that because of this message, Spirit is saying, you've grown. You're not that naive, immature person anymore. You've grown. And your intuition has become stronger. And it's okay. You're protected. Trust it. See things from a bigger, higher perspective. All right, that was your reading. If you'd like to book a personal private reading, everything you need to do so is in the description box below. If you liked the reading, please give it a thumbs up. Drop me a comment telling me that it was on par, because it is a mystery reading and I don't know what they're going to be until we have them. All right, if you are here for pile number 3, which is this natural arrowhead that Jesse and I found. It's made out of flint. I think flint. And we found it in West Virginia. Actually, I'm not sure that's honest. I think his Uncle Dave and him found it. Anyhow, it is a real arrowhead. I don't remember how we acquired it. But it wasn't bought, it was found. All right. I don't know how that could be relevant to your reading, but we'll find out. Look at that, spiritual career. Number 78. That's the number 6. Breaks down to a number 6. 6 is universal balance. You know, it's the Lovers. It's sixes are equal and balanced. We have moving mountains, explore new worlds, peace. And I just heard a gospel song. There'll be peace in the valley for me someday. I don't remember the tune. But we got mountains, and then I heard valleys and peace. Moving mountains, exploring new worlds. You look at, there's a mountain, and down here's a valley. I think you're moving out of obstacles and into like a really peaceful, prosperous, easier place. There'll be peace in the valley for me someday. That's strange that comes to mind. We have destiny. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you too. It was destined to happen. Spiritual career. I mean, whatever this is, you were built for it. You were made for it. And the time could be really kind of moving into a great place for it. Oh, we have menace. We have renew, repair, smooth, soft, glow, supple, and silk. So this is self-love, self-care. It's beauty products. Your tarot is Page of Pentacles, the Hermit. Time to get busy, guys. Time to get busy. And it is a spiritual career. Look at it. We got spiritual. This is Virgo energy, but this is the Hermit. The Hermit is deeply spiritual because they've taken the time necessary to get close to God, to get close to spirit, close to source. But there's some new offer coming in. That's going to get you busy. Your career is about to take off. As long as you pursue it from the spiritual point of view. This menace could be well, I kind of feel like somebody watching you, spying on you. It's protect your energy, you know. But don't allow negative people or jealous people giving you the evil eye. Don't allow them to hold you back, because it feels like there's been some menacing energy here with the mountains, right? I had to move mountains. I had to deal with people. Maybe you're in the public eye. You know, maybe there's been people hating on you or sending you negative energy. She-wolf, unleash the wild within. Yeah, this is all go. And the she-wolf, okay, so it's feminine energy. It doesn't mean that you're a feminine, but it's feminine energy. It's moon energy, which is very psychic, very spiritual, very connected to the divine. This is about your destiny. Something is about to break open for you. And it's going to get you moving in the right direction. And I don't think this is something you have to worry about right now, because now you're in renew, repair, smooth, soft, glow up. You know, this is about whatever time you've taken for self-love, self-reflection, self-growth, to reconnect to spirit, to reconnect to your destiny, to your career, to whatever. It's time to come out of the cave. It's time. Because you're entering into a peaceful state. And with Unleash the Wild Within, this is about no boundaries. It's about, you know, being fearless and brave, and literally could be something very spiritual. Like it could be your guides, it could be your higher self, it could be, you know, something wanting to come through you. Maybe you channel, maybe you have a channel, maybe people watch you. But whatever this is, I mean, this is going to prosper. It's going to move you forward. This is your spiritual career. It's time to get out of the cave and start doing the work. There's an offer coming. I'm not sure what the Page of Pentacles is. If you want a private reading, reach out. I'll find out for you. But, you know, they're messengers. They bring seeds, right? This is something you can work with, something you can multiply. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard multiply. It starts off small and it gets much bigger, but you have to put yourself out there, and you have to realize that whatever trials and tribulations and mountains and problems you had in the past, possibly with viewers, I don't know, maybe you're a YouTuber or social media, but whoever was, you know, when I first started my YouTube channel, one of my biggest fears really was negative comments on my videos. And I was scared to really be vulnerable and put my gifts and talents out there. I was worried about every word that came out of my mouth. And I just don't worry about it anymore. I don't. Like, I see all these YouTube people taking rocks and covering up, you know, their cards because of fear of being flagged or whatever. And you have to remember what you think about, you bring about. I don't think about that. And I have never, ever, 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 ever had YouTube flag one of my videos for pictures, or I just haven't, because I don't create that in my mind. There's no fear for it. I mean, it's not saying it couldn't happen. Maybe it could, and then maybe I would have some fear around it and change the way I do things. But I'm not going to create that. That's not what I want to experience, so I'm not going to focus on that. Whatever this is a seed, and it is your spiritual path. It's what you're good at. It's what God gave you. And you're going to have to, you know, it says unleash the wild within. You're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to fearlessly go for it. And, you know, I always say there's a common thread in all of my videos, and there is. But it's very different. Like, this one's career oriented. One of the other ones was about relationships. One of the other one was kind of mystery. Not really sure what it was, but it looked creative in nature. And so, yeah, I mean, they're different messages, but they have a commonality. And the commonality is to be fearless and to trust your intuition and to allow Spirit to guide you and to do what you know is meant for you. And don't allow past experiences or fears or negative people prevent you from pursuing and multiplying this pentacle. Something's about to multiply. Multiply. It could be money, could be opportunities, could be, it could open other doors of opportunity. But there's a trust aspect. Whatever you're looking for is looking for you too. It was destined to happen. So something that's destined to happen for you in your spiritual career is happening. And I think it's taking you out of rougher times into the valley, right? Doesn't mean you're never going to have tough times again. That's why you have to unleash the wild within. And self-love and self-care and self-nurturing is very important. Maybe you're going to start a spiritual business around healing, around self-love, around self-love. I mean, that's what I'm hearing, so I'm just going to keep repeating it. Maybe you struggled with self-love and negative people, and you've overcome that, and Spirit's saying you can monetize that. You can teach other people from that point of view, and maybe you should. Because whatever opportunities are opening for you, spiritually, it's a spiritual career, and I think you're ready for it. It's about hope and faith and destiny. Destiny, your North Star. But you're going to have to work for it. It's not going to just be handed to you. It's going to start off with a seed, and you're going to have to take that seed and multiply it. But Spirit's saying, we're going to give you the peace to do so. There's not going to be a lot of menace or a lot of resistance right now. This is like a poignant. Why, Spirit? Why bring me words that nobody even uses? But that's what I'm hearing. A poignant moment. I'm not even sure what that means. Look it up. On point, maybe? Poignant. I'm going to write that down because I got to look it up. Because my guides bring me these. I think one of my guides, at least, was like a literary genius or something. Because I am not. And I get these big, giant words or deep, meaningful words that people don't use. And so maybe, just maybe, that's something you're good at. Or could be good at. Or your guides are good at. Poignant. Look it up. It seems to matter. So let's get you your advice as you go for it. We have personal journey. I follow what feels right within me without needing validation from outside sources, from others. We are each on our own journey, and mine does not need to look like anyone else's. My enjoyment and satisfaction is validation enough. I think whatever your spiritual career is, you're worried about what other people are going to think or say or do. And you really have to kind of embody this energy of following what feels right for you and not worrying about what other people think about it. And, let them say whatever they want to say, do whatever they want to do. Their path, their journey, their lessons are different than yours. And you don't need a billion views or a billion comments or a billion thumbs up, In the beginning, I celebrated 10 views. I mean, that was like, wow, 10 people found my content interesting. And I don't even care anymore. I just create. I put it out there. Spirit guides those who needs it to it. And, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but YouTube brings me other doors of opportunity where I do make money. And so that's what this feels like for you. We have friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connection. See, it's like attracts like. It's your tribe, right? Just be friendly, be loving, be kind, and don't worry about those that can't find it in their heart to do the same. What they think, what they do is really no concern of yours. You just need to follow your true north with hope and faith and do your best. Your destiny, follow your own personal destiny, your own journey. And know that something is breaking in your career because there's peace in the valley. And it looks like you're in a poignant place. Or will be very soon. Poignant. Look it up, guys. I'm going to end this video here and I'm going to go look it up because I want to know what it means. So I love you. And if this resonated, but you need more detail, maybe a little more personal detail, please feel free to reach out and book a private reading. And if this is where we part ways, but you like the reading and it resonated for you, please at least give it a thumbs up if you feel so called. All right? I love you, and I will catch you on the next upload. Namaste.